Hare Srinivasa. Narayanaaya Paripurna Gunarnavaya Visvodaya Sthiti Layo Niyati Pradaya Jnana Pradaya Vibhudasura Saukya Dukkha Satkaranaya Vitataya Namo Namaste Sadagamaika Vigneyam Samatiksharaksharam Narayanam Vande Nirdosha Sadgunam Jayatyabja Bhaveshendra Vanditaha Kamalapatihi Ananta Vibhavananda Sekti Jnanadi Sadgunaha Apadamauli Pariyantam Guru Namakrutim Smaret Tena Vignaha Pranasyanti Siddhyanti cha Manoratah Pujyaya Raghavendraya Satya Dharmarataya cha Bhajatam Kalpavrukshaya Namatam Kamadenave. Hare Srinivasa. As I was discussing on the topic of Tirtha prabandha, as a part of this, today I want to discuss on the topic of Pajaka kshetra. Pajaka, before going into that, I will just recite a few shlokas which appears in the Tirtha prabandha. Pavitram Pajaka kshetram Kona seveta kovidaha Satyalokeshwara prano yatra Vataradutsukah Parashvadadhanurbana gada tirtopashobhite Girau patra Girau yatra suta premna vaste Nityam harishvasam Trishuladharini Daitya Gaja Kumbha Vidarini Girindra Sikhara Vasa Durga Swarga Pavargada Pralaye Jala Durgasi Sargadau Giri Vistrutihi Idanim Sthala Durgasi Durgatvam Sadgunarnave Durge Yatvat Dukkadatvat Dushprapatvacha Durjanaihi Satama Bhaya Bhumitvat Durgatvam Hradguhasrayat. So here I have totally recited 5 shlokas which is concerned with this particular place called Pajaka. So where is this Pajaka? Pajaka is of course approximately 15 kilometers from present day Udupi in Karnataka of Bharata Desha, Bharata country. So first shloka, whatever I have recited till now, that is the Pavitram Pajaka kshetram Kona seveta kovidaha Satyalokeshwara praniyatra Vataradutsukah. So Pavitram Pajaka kshetram means it is the holiest, one of the holiest places, holiest pilgrimage spots. Why this has achieved this enormous importance? The reason is Satyalokeshwara. Satyaloka is one of the highest lokas. It is not one of the, it is the highest lokas, highest planetary position for the jivas, where the yogya jivas, where the qualified jivas can go into that particular planet. That particular planet is headed by Vayudeva. So Brahma, it is said in one context, it is Brahma. Brahma and Vayu are on the same line. So this is the essential concept. The Taratamya is the essential concept of this particular philosophy. So in which Lord Sri Hari is in the highest position. Second comes Mahalakshmi. Third comes Brahma and Vayu, who they both are on the same line, similar lines. So that particular Satyaloka, when the person who is heading that particular Satyaloka, he has come down to this planet to deliver the souls who are in utter ignorance, those who are misguided by various philosophies. So for that purpose, that particular person, whoever, the particular personality, whoever was residing that particular loka has come down, who has stayed among us, who has shown the path to the moksha. That particular person has appeared in this particular place called Pajaka. So anyone, whoever can visit this particular Pajaka kshetra, they can go directly to that particular place where even today Lord Ananta Padmanabha's deities are kept. Then the place, it has got the place of where Madhvacharya has resided, where he has taken his appearance. It is even one can observe even today also. So later, Vaadiraja Swamy, the person whoever has authored this particular grantha, that is Tirtha prabandha, he has installed a deity for Madhvacharya which is next to that particular Ananta Padmanabha Swami's mandira. So even today one can find the Aksharabhyasa Sila where Madhvacharya got initiated into the Vedic studies. One can find even today over there. Even today one can find the footprints of Madhvacharya which they are preserved over there. Even the tamarind tree, whichever he has cleared the loans of his father, one can observe even today also. Even a person can visit and can see the banyan tree what he has planted when he was a child. So this particular place has assumed so much importance. The reason is this particular place is even in Parusharama Kshetra, which I have discussed in the few sessions back. So this is essentially part of Parusharama Kshetra where Lord Parusharama has appeared and where Durga Devi's deity is installed by Lord Parusharama near to this particular place of Pajaka Kshetra. So this is the place of Jagatpita Lord Sri Hari, Jaganmata Durga Devi and Jagat Guru Madhvacharya. So by considering these merits of this place, this shloka states that will there be any jnani or will there be any pandita or a scholar who cannot do service over there? That means any jnani will definitely do some service to the Lord over there. So this is the meaning of this shloka. Will there any jnani? That doesn't mean that there are no other places in the world as holy as Pajak. Yes, of course, there are many are there. But a poet will have definitely a degree of freedom where he can explain any topic with more degrees of freedom. So in that context, we can assume that this particular place is of highest sanctity. So this is the one first particular shloka what I have recited. What is the meaning of this particular shloka? So before going into the next topic of Durga Devi, I want to throw a light on the topic of the circumstances which were prevailing in the society in those days. So of course there were many concepts even today in the Bharata Varsha. Many concepts have come into picture. Even today they are there. So when the society has gone under deep ignorance without the correct picture on the truth, so people were misguided by many tantric studies which will not lead us to the path of salvation or which does not lead us to the path of moksha. That means people paying attention towards more of karma than karmic, means like doing yajna, spending more and more amount of money without attaining the knowledge, without doing any service to the God. So that will not take us to the path of moksha. So this particular Acharya, Madhvacharya, has taken us into the path of moksha. So here he gives essential concepts of his philosophy, that is Lord Sri Hari as the supreme personality of Godhead. The second one is Pancha Bheda, Taratamya, Then comes Bimba Pratibimba Swabhava. That means we are the eternal servants of the God. We are all the servants of God. We can never one become with the God. We are never equal to God in terms of anything. So God is unlimited. We are limited. Our position, our constitutional position towards the Lord is that we are essentially servants of Lord Sri Hari. From the smallest ant till Mahalakshmi, everybody is the sevaka, everybody is a servant to that particular God, particular Sri Hari, particular personality of Godhead. That is what his philosophy, what he has taught to us. So these are all the philosophies. Till that time, there were many people who were paying attention towards tantric studies, towards karmic studies. Then till that time, Nayayika, Vaiseshika, Mimamsa, many pictures, many things were prevailing in the society. Many kind of philosophies were prevailing in this society. And in the later dates, we can see one of the Alberts, one of the greatest philosophers from Christian community. He has stated there were 4 people who are responsible for the development of this mankind. So one among them is Madhvacharya. Of course, that Albert Abraham is not from the Brahmin community or a Hindu community. He is from the Christian community. He has stated 4 people, and one among them is Jagadguru Sri Madhvacharya. Then comes the next shloka. Parashva dadhanur bana gada tirtopa shobhite girau yatra suta premna vaste nityam harishvasa. So here what it means. So here there is a particular description about the Durga Devi's place. That is a place called Vimanagiri, which is approximately 2 kilometers from the Pajaka kshetra. Of course, it has got a beautiful natural. It is of scenic natural beauties. Anyone can visit over there. So there is a particular description about this particular place. Parashva dadhanur bana gada tirtopa shobhite. That means here Vaadiraja Mahan, he is not giving description about this particular Durga Devi in this shloka. Of course, he gives that in the next shlokas. Here in this shloka, what he is telling is, surrounding the Pajaka kshetra, there are many places. Out of that, Tirthas. This is a particular book called Tirtha Prabandha. Tirtha Prabandha will have it has got a description on various places of Shaivas, for Shaivas, Vaishnavas, for Shaktas, even for about the Tirthas, which river we have to go there, where we have to stay, what kind of activities we have to do in that particular place. So all these descriptions were given by Sri Vaadiraja Mahan in his famous book of Tirtha Prabandha. Here, surrounding this particular Durga Mandira, as I was telling, Vimanagiri or Kunjaragiri. So there are 4 tirthas based on the names are given based on the weapons of Lord Sri Hari or Lord Parashurama. Parashurama and Lord Sri Hari, they are not different. That's what Madhvacharya even states, that none of the avatars or none of the incarnations are different from that of the Lord, Supreme Lord Sri Hari. So they are not different from him. So here the Lord Parashurama weapons were basically, one is Parashu. Parashu means an axe. The Dhanur Bana. Dhanu means bow. Bana, arrow. Gada, the mace. So based on the weapons of Lord, these tirthas have got that name. Parashva Dadhanur Bana Gada Tirtha Shobhite. That means it is glorified with this kind of tirthas. In that Pajaka kshetra, near to that, there is a mountain called Vimanagiri. That's what I was describing. So on that Vimanagiri, on mountain, Lord Sri Hari who has appeared as Parashurama, has installed this particular deity of Durga Devi over there. Durga Devi is none other than Mahalakshmi. Of course, many people have got, they are mistaken with the identity that she is Parvati. Of course, it is not Parvati, it is Mahalakshmi. And her son child, because she has come, because Madhvacharya was there, Madhvacharya has appeared in that particular place, and it has to be analogized that Durga has appeared onto the place where her son is residing. So this is the way we have to draw a comparison. So here Vaadiraja Tirtha has taken a degree of freedom, stating about the relation between the god and his wife and his son. So surrounding Pajaka kshetra, there are 4 tirthas, what I have explained. On this particular Vimanagiri, Lord Parashurama has installed Durga Devi. Of course, the Vigraha is very beautifully carved, and it is installed by himself, Lord Parashurama himself. And Harishwan, just now what I was explaining, Harishwan, Vasudeva was elder and Nandagopa was younger, where Lord Sri Krishna or Lord Vasudeva has appeared, as it is known, it is very clearly told in Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, it is known to everyone. Lord has appeared in jail, where his maternal uncle has kept his parents in that particular jail. So, Lord Vasudeva has appeared, Lord Sriman Narayana has appeared in that jail, and parallelly his wife Mahalakshmi has appeared as Durga in Nandagopa's house. Nandagopa and his wife Yashoda. So when everybody in that Gokula were in the deep sleep, Vasudeva has brought this particular Vasudeva and placed beside Yashoda. So that is the meaning of Harishwa. And Durga Devi is not Parvati, she is Mahalakshmi. And the same Durga has shown her Rupa to Kamsa and stating that the person who is going to be responsible for your death has appeared on the planet. That indication she gives, and she disappears from that particular place. Suta Premna, that is about Vayudeva. That means she is explaining about the concern towards Vayudeva. Vayudeva is none other than Jagat Guru Madhvacharya in Kali Yuga. In previous yugas, he was in Treta Yuga, he was Lord Hanuman. He was a Bhima in Dwapara. And in Kali Yuga, he has appeared as Madhvacharya, Jagat Guru Madhvacharya. So therefore, Sri Madhva is like a son of Durga Devi. So the weapon of Parashurama will destroy all the sins, and likewise all the 4 tirthas would destroy the sins of devotees whoever take the bath in that holy bath. So they will shine with the 4 qualities of tapas, shaucha, daya and satya. Of course, today 3 of them are lagging in this particular Kali Yuga. In Satya Yuga or in Kruta Yuga, the dharma was on the 4 padas, all these 4, tapas, shaucha, daya, satyam. So out of this, 3 legs are disappearing already, and only we are left with one particular this thing, shaucha, daya and satya. One particular leg only we are left with. So this is even clearly explained by Hrishikesha Tirtha in Sampradaya Paddhati. So there is, and Madhyageha Bhatta, whoever was the father of Sri Madhvacharya, was feeling extremely happy because of this triple strolling auspicious qualities in that particular kshetra. And the next shloka, Trishula Dharini Daitya Gaja Kumbha Vidarini Girindra Sikharavasa Durga Swargapa Vargada. Here, now, Vaadiraja Mahan, he is explaining about the deity of Durga. What are her qualities? What she is going to do towards the jivas. That particular thing was explained by this Vaadiraja Mahan. So here what it means, Trishula Dharini, that means this Durga Devi, she is holding Trishula, the weapon Trishula, Daitya, Gaja Kumbha, Kumbha Vidarini. Daitya Gaja means here the elephant-like demon. That means here the comparison. So demon is considered to be elephant. It is like an elephant, a mad elephant, and she has pierced him with her Trishula. She resides in that supreme Shikhara mountain called Vimanagiri. So this is a place, what I was telling, it's of course only 2 kilometers from Pajaka kshetra. Then comes Swargapa Varga Durga. Swargapa Varga Durga. That means she grants devotees Swarga as well as moksha as per the status, as per the qualification achieved by the jiva in his particular lifetime. So out of these four purusharthas, everyone knows purusharthas for any human being, for any jiva, it is four, mainly dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So out of that, the three things, dharma, artha, kama, are considered to be trivarga. The last one, moksha, is called as apavarga. So swarga or moksha can be given apart from Lord Srihari. Srihari is the only one who can give. That is why he is called as Mukunda. So in certain circumstances, he has bestowed this particular boon to Mahalakshmi as well as Lord Vayu. So whomsoever they recommend, they can be granted the status of moksha. What is this moksha? Moksha means one need not come back to this kind of material planets, who need not face the agonies of birth and death, the cycle of birth and death. That is the inner intention about the moksha, inner concept of moksha. The next shloka, Pralaye Jala Durgasi Sarga Daugiri Vistrutihi Idanim Stala Durgasi Durgatvam Sadgunarnave. That means the qualities of the Durga Devi. Durga Devi, she will be, when the whole universe, when all the creations are submerged in the pralaya water, the pralaya, jala pralaya. So at that time, Mahalakshmi Amma or Durga, she will recite with the Veda Vakyas about Lord Srihari. And that particular Durga, she has appeared on Vimanagiri. So that is the name, the reason Durga has become appropriate. So in Bhagavad Gita also, Lord Sri Krishna describes in the shloka, in the 7th chapter, 14th shloka, Daivi Hosha Gunamayi Mama Maya Durtaye Maeva yu pradante Maya metam tarantide. That means she can create the world and she can perform wonderful deeds belonging to the Lord. That is Lord, Supreme Lord Sri Hari. She is very dear to me. She is dear to me, and she is supported by all authorities. She is the presiding of the Tamoguna. That means here one more thing. It should not be assumed that she is under the influence of Tamoguna. Of course, she herself works under the directions of the Lord. One should not assume that she is in the Tamoguna. That is something like a policeman working in the jail, who is heading that particular jail, need not be under the activities of criminal activities. He is only the controller of the criminals. He is not a criminal. He is the controller of the criminals. The same way, Durga Devi, she is not under the influence of Tamoguna, but she is the presiding deity of the Tamoguna. She controls the Tamoguna. That is the concept of this particular word, Gunamayi. Maya, Durga Devi, whether by effects of time can it be overcome of its own accord. She cannot be exceeded, she cannot be superseded. No one can have the proper yathartha jnana. So in order to get the proper yathartha jnana, so we have to get the blessings of Durga Devi. So then comes the last shloka. Durgeyatvat dukkhadatvat dushprapatvat cha durjanaihi satamabhaya bhumitvat durgatvam hrudguhashrayat. Here the word to word meaning, once we will have a discussion. Durgeyatvat, that means she is not to be understood even fully even by Chaturmukha Brahma, who is the supreme personality, who is considered to be like a Jivottama, who is considered to be the Jiva on the highest position. Even he himself cannot understand Durga Devi fully. So she is called as Durga. So that is the meanings of Durga. What is the meaning of Durga? Why we call her as Durga? That is the meaning which I am going to explain. Dukkhadatvad, since she gives misery and agonies to the bad and wicked people, she is called as Durga. Durjanaihi dushprapatvacha, she cannot be reached by the wicked and bad souls under any circumstances. So she is called as Durga. So there are so many meanings about the Durga Devi. Satam abhaya bhumivat, for sattvic souls, that means for the people who are in the mode of goodness, who are in the sattva guna, she gives good shelter, she gives a proper shelter. That is why she is known as Durga. Then Hrudguhashrayetvam Durga, since she steadily remains in the heart of all, she resides in the heart of all, she is called as Durga. So there are a lot of meanings on the concept of Durga, even on Lord Sri Hari also. So when Jagadguru Madhvacharya, when he was lecturing, till that time Panditas were assuming only few meanings for Vishnu Sahasranama. But when Jagadguru Madhvacharya entered, then he started giving many meanings on the each word of Vishnu Sahasranama. That is what he says, that every sound is an epithet of the God. So that means whatever the sounds we listen, they are the epithets of the God. Everything will convey the meaning of the Lord. So that is the concept of Pajaka kshetra. In the next discussion, I will discuss on the topic of Vishwanatha, Lord Shiva, especially in the places of Yelluru. There are many places in the Paschima Prabandha where Lord Shiva's deities are available. So I want to discuss on that particular topic also in the next coming sessions. With this, I want to conclude the topic of Pajaka kshetra, which is a part of Paschima Prabandha. Hare Srinivasa Kayena Vacha Manasendriyero Buddhyat Manava Prakrute Swabhavat Karomi Yadyat Sakalam Parasmai Narayana Yeti Samarpayami. Hare Srinivasa.